Good morning, Keller Williams. Welcome to Friday, another balmy day in Fredericton. Let's give you the COVID-19 coronavirus update. New Brunswick's Public Health has confirmed one new active case of COVID-19 after over 2 weeks of no new cases. The travel-related case is in the Fredericton region and is an individual in their 40s. In the news release, the province said this person is self-isolating and is not in hospital. Bruce McFarland, a spokesman for the Department of Health, said the case is not related to the Atlantic travel bubble, which started last Friday. There are no other active COVID-19 cases in the province of New Brunswick. So we have one active case today, a total of 166 cases in all. We have 163 recovered, 2 deaths, and no one in the hospital. The other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, that one of our agents' spouses had a terrific accident last Saturday on the weekend in Fredericton, where she went over headfirst over a bicycle and has sustained some real major issues in regards to a broken wrist in 3 or 4 places, a broken jaw, broken back, and some other probably things that happen that we don't even know about. So as the St. John realtors know, we've poured out to Al McAlpine and his daughter Hannah, in particular Bev, who sustained the accident, and we will continue to reach out to them over the coming weeks to ensure that we show that we are truly caring and a family of caring people, and we want to make sure that we support. So yesterday when I was in St. John, I had a couple of minutes to talk to Al. I was on a Zoom call and I couldn't get off, but I talked to Al and he passed me this card, and I thought that it would be appropriate for me to read the card that was sent. It said, just a little note to say thank you to all the Keller Williams to our Keller Williams family for being so big-hearted. Thanks for all you are doing to help Al, Hannah, and I. It really means so much. You really mean it when you say you are family. Love, Bev, Al, and Hannah. Now, I do know that that Bev is probably being looked at today by a surgeon for her jaw and things, and our love and support certainly goes out to you during this trying times, and always know that we'll be here to support you and Al and Hannah to the highest level. In regards to technology, innovate, automate, dominate, let's go at it, and we have been in a very, very strong way. The month of June, and we'll talk about some numbers next week. We'll do the sales update next Tuesday when we meet, and give you some real numbers that's going on, but we had an absolutely outstanding month, and it's all because of the quality of people that we help day in and day out to ensure that we can get them to where they want to go in living larger lives and living productive lives in this incredible industry called real estate. So I just wanted to bring to your attention in regards to the Keller Williams Capital Realty New Brunswick website. It took us working with real estate webmasters almost 2 years to develop this new Keller Williams Capital Realty provincial website, where we brought everything all together and we created a bunch of silos for different market centers throughout the province. And we brought that to you in hopes that we would be able to generate some activity and some leads so that you can be able to, part of your lead gen and follow-up, be able to get some of these leads and turn them into real buyers or potentially real sellers. And over the last 5 or 6 months since we have launched this, it is very, very, very interesting and absolutely astounding with the numbers that we're receiving. In the past 6 months, the Keller Williams New Brunswick site has seen more than 70,000 visitors. In the month of June, Google Stats for Moncton has had almost 26,000 impressions. Just remember that when you're posting or reposting a listing on social media, use the Keller Williams New Brunswick listing over Realtor.ca. Point them to this site and not Realtor.ca so that we can continue to drive traffic to the New Brunswick site. The New Brunswick site generates leads from interested parties and is randomly assigned to an agent in the area that they're interested in. And we know that over the last 2 or 3 months, there's been a few hiccups where a lead should have went to St. John and end up going to Bathurst or vice versa. And we have been working with real estate webmasters to make sure that, to ensure that that doesn't happen. And it's few and far between. We also know that looking in the back end, there has been a tremendous amount of leads that have not been accepted because some agents either didn't have the training when we went through each of the market centers to set up your real estate webmaster's app and to demonstrate how you should go and accept the lead. Some people miss that, and I'm saying that if you do not have the Real Estate Webmaster's Lead app on your phone, then you should contact David Whalen and have him walk you through the process of setting that up, and then have a demonstration of how you accept the lead when it comes in. Everyone knows that you have 30 minutes to accept the lead, and if it doesn't get accepted, it goes to the next person. And that next person has 30 minutes and it goes to the next person. After a while, when it's done spinning and it's spinning throughout, it goes back to the admin person, of which now is David Whalen, and he needs to do something with it. So please do not leave it for David to do something with it. Accept the lead when it comes to you. And you know what? It's not your determination to determine whether it's a good lead or a bad lead. It's a lead. And if you're doing lead generation and you follow the lead the way it should be, then it could turn into something, and it could be a bogus lead. Not all leads are great, but until you start to nurture that lead, you have no idea whether it's great or not. The other, like I said, the app, when you receive the lead from the New Brunswick site, it will go into your REW lead app, and you will get an email notification with the link to the email. If you want to claim a lead from your phone, you must use the REW Leads app. If you want to claim the lead from your desktop or laptop computer, you must click on the link in the email notification. You cannot claim your lead on the phone from the link in the email notification, and daily monitoring for accuracy of leads assignment and reassignment is now in place. If you have any questions, please contact David Whalen. So yesterday, we had Amanda and I were in Moncton and St. John, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I'm hearing and what is going on in our industry in regards to how busy and how crazy our market is right now. And there are more multiple offers and more people getting a listing and having it sold before everyone else has a chance to look at it and all of these things. In fact, the Fredericton board put a rule in that says that if you go to MLS, you need to leave it open before the vendor can accept an offer 24 hours. Well, in my opinion, that's a rule that cannot be upheld. Simply because who is your client? Your vendor. Who do you have a fiduciary duty to? Your vendor. Who do you have a lawful objections to? Your vendor. Who do you have obedience to? Your vendor. We just need to make sure that we're having meaningful and direct conversations with our vendor when we're putting listings up. And we should be taking their lawful instructions as to what they want to do with their property. And there's no one that's ever going to tell a vendor that they can't accept an offer because the rule says it's got to be on the market for 24 hours. But I think that we need to educate our vendors as to how crazy the industry is right now and what they should be expecting if they want to put their house on the market, and particularly if they want to put their house on the market on MLS. In my opinion, is that the vendor has to make the choice. It's always the vendor's choice to make. Your job is to provide them meaningful information so they can make an informed decision. For instance, if you're at the listing table and you tell your vendor that the market is crazy right now and they may be in the multiple offers, there may be arrangements made between you and your vendor that you're going to put the house on today, which is Friday, and you're going to allow showings on the weekend, and you're going to present all offers on Monday afternoon. And if that's what your vendor wants, then that's what your vendor should get. And if somebody calls and says that they want to look at the house, then they have a certain amount of time and no offers will present it to that time. Contrary to that, if the vendor says, hey, listen, vendor, I have somebody that has an offer that wants to come to the table right now. We know there's 4 more showings tomorrow. Do you want to look at this offer or do you want to wait till the 4 showings? I want to look at this offer. If the vendor decides he wants to look at this offer and decides that he wants to accept that offer, if that's his lawful instructions to you, then there's no rule in any board that's going to prevent the vendor from not accepting the offer. I heard yesterday, and it happened to us as well, that a listing got put up. An agent in our office had a buyer for the property, and it was said to the vendor, you have a choice. This is your choice. We have an offer that you can look at now, or we can go live to the market, and we know that you're probably going to get more than your list price. And the vendor says, if I accept this price, which was a full price offer, do I have to have open houses, show my house, have my house ready for showing? And the agent said, no. You accept this offer, it's done. The vendor made a decision to accept that offer knowing fully well they could have got more money, but they took the offer because they did not want to have to worry about showing their house during COVID or otherwise. So what we need to understand here is that you are working for your vendor. And you need to understand that you're taking your vendor's point of view, and your direct orders are from your vendor, not from MLS and not from a rule. Now, I know how crazy it is, and I know there's some clutching and grabbing and everything else going on, but Keller Williams, we're always going to take the high road, and we're going to work with the people that we have. A few weeks ago, David Whalen put in place a needs and wants for the whole province of New Brunswick. if you have buyers that are in looking for houses because listings are very difficult to come by, maybe put something up in the needs and wants so that one of your fellow realtors in the office may in fact have something coming up that you can take them to before it goes on the market, for that matter. But I really, really believe that what you're going to see if you look at it from a 30,000 feet or a 50,000 foot level is that the cream will always rise to the top. The agents who do business in a very methodical and professional way will always rise to the top. And the people that are in it for the clutching and grabbing, when the dust settles, they're always going to be in the industry of clutching and grabbing because that's their modus operandi. I know it's difficult, I know it's hard, and I know it's hard to build inventory. Every one of us are having the same amount of stress under us in regards to building inventory. Right now, with the market as strong as it is, please do not worry about inventory. Just go get the listings. And if they sell off the shelf, go get one more. That's all you got to worry about right now, is replacing one for one until this comes to pass. And it will. And by the way, you're experiencing what all of us are experiencing for the very first time. When Scott McTavish said early in January that this is going to be the roaring 20s, he had no idea. He had absolutely no idea how roaring this is. We have been conflicted with COVID. We've been conflicted with an industry and an MLS system that is so robust right now that it's almost unimaginable of what we're looking at and how we're operating today. And we are operating in a new norm. As well as the norm can be, we are operating in that. So if you have any questions and concerns of whether or not you're competing for an offer and how the process should go, or how do I deal with multiple offers in this situation or that situation, you need to reach out to me. I will help you, I'll walk you through it. I've got 25 years experience and I won't let you down. But please be very vigilant and be patient. This is the way it is for the next 2 to 3 months at least. So, I would like to take the moment to welcome the next 4 people to Keller Williams. Brad Thomas from Fredericton, Fred King on the Miramichi, Kelly Critchlow in Moncton, and Coco Kenny in Fredericton. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Keller Williams family. Our job and our leadership role here is to ensure that we pour into you in every level possible to help you start a career in real estate. And if any of you or anyone that's currently in Keller Williams needs our help, wants our help, or has a question, please, please reach out. In regards to the vital signs, so this came out yesterday. The KW Vital Signs is a report that is given to each market center after transmittal. So all different areas that you score on, and you get 100 points. Keller Williams Capital Realty scored 84 points. We are once again the highest performing center in Canada, #1. And July is shaping up to be a record-breaking challenge for us to be #1 in the world of Keller Williams. This is not anything that Scott and I created. This is created by you, our valued partners. This is created by us digging in and getting our unfair share of the listings and the buyers. When I look at our makeup with 38 agents capped, generating 100% income from anywhere between 4.5 to 7 months, I applaud you, and so does the rest of the leadership. 90 agents with closed units this month. 78 agents with a new listing this month. 41 agents using smart plans in command. 305 average number of contacts per agent in command. And by the way, we're at 139 agents to date. And 19 average number of opportunities put in command. And our ACL is performing at a very high level of 54%. Those numbers are not our number, my numbers, or Scott's numbers, or leadership numbers. They're your numbers. And we are so very, very proud to be part and parcel of each and every one of you in regards to where we are and where we're going as a company. Our vision has never, ever, ever wavered, that we will be the company of choice in New Brunswick, and we will be the most productive agents in our company, not the most agents. Have a great weekend. Enjoy selling. Keep your head up, and let's get our unfair share of the market. Thank you.